Hold on. Cut the intro. I gotta take you guys backstage now. Hold on. I can't even do the intro right now. We were getting ready for the show. Stage crew is out there. Wait, we got feed? We got footage? Can we cut us on? These three are brawling backstage right now. And they've been at it. Mondo standing tall between the three of them. I guess we're starting Rebellion with a brawl. Good day, good people. It's a day in the year of the paradigm, I think. Ugh. These two are sick and tired of Tartaros, but I'll tell you what, it looks like they're sick and tired of each other too, because Q-Taro, at first it looked like the both of them were just beating up, wailing away on Tartaros, but instead, it almost feels like a free-for-all. Tartaros throwing hands with Mondo. Royal Rumble winner goes flying as they're doing battle on top of these shipping crates. We get a lot of items. We tend to just pile them here in the center of the backstage area. Now these two are brawling as Tartaros just watches on as Q-Taro goes back first into the concrete. Mondo misses with that shot. I wasn't prepared for an assault backstage. Right here, right now. Sidewalk slam onto the concrete. Mondo kips right back up and then knocks Tartaros down. And yeah, look, we talk about the bad back of Tartaros many a times. We've seen him get slammed on a concrete before, probably narrowing and narrowing the length of his... the length of his career that's already quickly coming to the end over the course of the next year. But right now, Q-Taro's dueling it, throwing fists back and forth with Tartaros, but Mondo out of nowhere, and Q-Taro takes him down too. I'm not sure what to make of what's going on right now. Look at this. Lifting him up. No, not on the concrete. Sit out burger bomb by Q-Taro. Mondo now stepping up, and it looks like... oh my gosh! Neckbreaker to the table! But Mondo slowly getting back up afterwards in a wicked clothesline. This is just carnage between these three. This is just Carnage's three big beefy boys going at it. Interesting. I'm texting our general manager, so. This general manager chat they're arguing in the chat right now. Makoto saying, we need to stop this right now, but Navi is saying, hey, let them brawl, get it all out of their systems. And I almost think I'm agreeing here with Makoto. Someone could get seriously hurt backstage here. And I'll be real, that someone might not be Tartaros's boom. That connects on to Mondo. It might be our Royal Rumble winner. I'll let them decide for themselves. Because I'll tell you what, they're both in charge of these superstars. They can't agree. I don't know what's going to become of what's going on here. Oh my gosh, from behind. Q-Taro taking out Mondo. You see him holding the back of his head. Tartaros, it looks like, wants to go up that elevator. They're in a very dangerous location now, and it looks like we've seen this before. Tossed back first onto that concrete. Mondo and Q-Taro doing the dance again on top of these crates. Headbutt and an uppercut blocked by Mondo. Mondo now dueling away with Q-Taro, sending him flying, and now Mondo tries to go flying over to Tartaros instead. I'm glad they didn't go up as Tartaros goes down. It would be wicked. We'd have to stop them if they go up there. Stood him right back up. What's Mondo thinking? No, hold on a minute, Mondo. Mondo, we were just talking about we don't want to go over there. Tartaros luckily blocks it. Realizes Mondo wants to hurt him and hurt him bad as he's dragging him over towards the elevator. They're getting steps and steps closer. I'm surprised Q-Taro not doing anything over here. Oh, but he's starting to see him walk. No, 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 no. Oh, thank goodness. Oh, thank goodness. It gets dangerous. Every second that they're at that elevator, it gets dangerous. What are they thinking here? Both of them going after Q-Taro. I think they're trying to get Q-Taro out of the picture here as Mondo gets caught with that clothesline from Tartaros, and that code bust. I'm sorry, that code breaker might have knocked Mondo out cold, but you know what might knock the champion out cold is a burger bomb. Q-Taro walks out of that unscathed. Cut me back over. Oh my gosh. Medical's gonna have to check on those two. This is, this isn't how we're supposed to start the show. Like, King Dedede's really just waiting back right now, and I don't know what to tell you guys. I certainly don't know what to tell you guys, except, I guess, welcome to Rebellion. A very chaotic start to Rebellion. This isn't even the Rebellion music that we got playing right now. The chaos is going on right now. Oh my gosh. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to, after what was a chaotic fracture, oh, I'm sorry, a chaotic inferno, it certainly is a chaotic rebellion as well. Here, let me get y'all your music right real quick. There you go. I don't know what to tell you guys. I was expecting to start this thing. It was going to be a good time. We were going to have a fantastic main event. It was going to be Cassius Bright versus Makoto. But instead, we got Anarchy to start this thing. Q-Taro, the one standing, finally gets one over on Tartaros and Mondo. What does that spell for the future? I don't know. Our general managers are figuring that out. I'm sure they'll let me know as they talk to those two, as the other two slowly regain consciousness after this assault backstage. I don't even know who started it. I had to cut in with you guys. But without further ado, welcome to Rebellion. We got ourselves a show, as you've seen. Fatal 4-way with the current 4 competitors in the golden ticket matchup for the gentlemen is tonight. We will see Merrin versus the one and the only Burnice tonight. It's just gonna be a good show, so get ready for it. Get set, grab your snacks, pack up, because we got ourselves an open challenge. Hammer time, King Dedede. Let's see who is facing him as the stars go. Black. King Dedede
is a 2 out of 3 falls match, making his way to the ring.
Hasn't had a bad open challenge yet.
500 pounds.
He's, at first we were worried that he was going to be doing worse than Kanji. Already swept that under the rug. Can't be too much worse than anyone from the Bullet Club. Am I right or am I right? Yeah. But here comes the man, the myth, the legend, King Dedede, ready to finally use those hammers to his advantage. Had a tough fight this past Monday against Metal Sonic. Tonight, once again unsure who he's going to face. But we shall find out together, shall we? I mean, I believe we must. What else can I tell you except it should be a grand show. Dedede, the best of luck to you as you go up against it. Well, that's type C. So maybe the great Ace. No, hold on. It's not the great Ace Attorney. It's the greatest detective of all time. That's Sherlock Holmes. If there's anyone who can figure out how to win a match for his first time in the ring, is this man, the greatest detective in all of England. From way, way, way back in the day, it is Sherlock Holmes. Rolling in there. Also, was a person who got very high in the golden ticket votes. Was almost in the golden ticket qualifying matches. Just missed out, really, but here he is tonight. Herlock Sholmes. Will Herlock pull up a big victory? Okay, he's really drinking it, and he said, come on, my adoring public. It's time for some joint deduction. But will it be joint deduction today, or will it be joint manipulation? It is Herlock Sholmes and Dedede. It's hammer time, baby, and it's about to go down right now. Ring that bell, and let's see these two brawl. Calling it right down the middle is Clyde. And Herlock immediately with a falling drop kick. And I think he may have already solved this. Don't get Dedede a chance to hit you with your big moves. Oh, hold on. Power game by Herlock. Don't forget, that's a 500-pound penguin, and he just said, huh, a yeet. That's wild, but a big flipper. Big flipper right to the head, and the fins start to connect as he's lifting up Herlock Sholmes. Herlock with a couple shots to the gut of Dedede. Probably a lot of fish in that tum. Trying to rejuvenate himself from the last match that he just had. Look at this again, lifting up that massive penguin with ease and stomps him right on his bill. Right on that beak. And a couple more knees, a couple more knees, a couple more knees, a couple more knees right to Dedede as he's rolling around. And Herlock saying, I gotta once again, as we talked about earlier, he's found out the strategy, he's deduced the strategy, and that's make sure Dedede doesn't have a moment to breathe. Because even though Herlock's got a little bit of power, ooh, Dedede's got more power, but Herlock's got that speed, and right now the speed is wrecking the king. Rolls him through. What does he got going on here? Drop kick right to the side of the skull. So far, it's been all Herlock. It's been all Sholmes as he goes for a big splash to the back. And a kick right again, this time to the shoulder and head as Dedede's writhing around in pain. Toss to the corner, went for a big chop. Dedede not happy about all the offense that Herlock's been getting. Tries to drag him over, but Herlock going crazy right now with these reversals. Herlock Sholmes. Big chops. But returning fires Dedede. He said, as long as you let me get some power moves off. And this time Herlock may have had the wind knocked out of him with that one chop from the flipper. No! Gets the legs, trying to get a quick pinfall on Dedede. That's one. Dedede has been in a lot of matches now. A lot of matches so far. But Herlock saying, it don't matter how many matches you've been in, I'm gonna make sure that I stay on top of this and don't give you a moment to breathe. Can't breathe, you can't fight. You can't breathe, you can't use your power advantage. And right now, Herlock is wailing away at the king. And has him towards the corner, no, over the top rope. And Herlock goes to follow, saying, all right, you know what? Right where I want you, has a finisher on lock, and another shot with that sledgehammer to the gut. Goes for the pinfall right afterwards, saying, go on and burn resiliency for me, king. One, but it's still just one, and Herlock looking shocked, saying, oh, wait a minute, what is it gonna take? Oh, whatever it takes, I think we might be finding out in a second. Goes for a suplex, but Dedede with the reverse the finisher of Herlock Sholmes. And this may have been the turnaround the king Dedede needed. But once again, Herlock a step too fast, but again Dedede saying, hey, no suplexes on me. Stomp to the ankle. And this may be the undoing of Herlock Sholmes. Tossing him onto the table, into the point of the table too, chest first. Now we're starting to see that chest get riled and reddened by Herlock. He's still trying to do damage to Dedede, but Dedede, after all the assaults so far, sends Herlock Sholmes flying. He's a giant for a reason, going for a pinfall. One. Still just one on Herlock as well. These two, I won't even say these two. I'm gonna say Herlock has been putting on a show tonight. But you know what else has been happening as Herlock gets tossed to the side? Dedede has proven that it only takes one big move for him to come back in a match. But Herlock's still staying on top of Dedede. trying to go for these quick pinfalls, praying that he sneaks resiliency on him. Thought for a second he did. I almost thought he snuck a pin on him just now. Dedede, furious about what just happened, drags Herlock back to the ring. No, face first onto the apron. A big stomp right to the chest, and now trying to choke him out with his flipper, saying, and sits down on him. Elbow drop, 500-pound elbow drop, and now things are starting to even out. If he lifts this man's up and hits that Dedede running power slam that we know so well, Herlock may be the first one to actually burn resiliency in this fight, and he is. It's what we said before, all it takes is one big move from the Kang to turn everything around, and that's exactly what he's exhibiting right here, right now. And he said, now it is hammer time. Almost four shots right to the chest, and there's the fourth. Dedede saying, I'm gonna get you, I'm gonna clobber that man. Try to hit those penguin strikes. The final flipper right to the chest, was not able to hit it. Instead, Herlock walks outside of the ring with that sledgehammer. Uba gets caught, and the final flipper doesn't connect, he reversed it. He ducked out of the way of the final flipper, and a drop kick to the back of Dedede. This is insane. Herlock looking around, but Dedede's still on top of things. Herlock up to his feet, but so is Dedede, lifting Herlock up and drops him back first on the apron, lets him fall and perish. That might be enough to get the first pinfall. Hold on, Clyde was struggling to find a position to see both shoulders, but it was still enough. That's the hardest part of the ring that he dropped him on, and Herlock Sholmes has seen better days. Dedede saying, hey, second verse, same as the first. Herlock able to roll out of the way. Falling drop kick. Dedede struggling to his feet. And Herlock sends him into the steps. You gotta remember, it's 2 out of 3 falls. There is a world where Herlock Sholmes still does get 2 falls in this one, but he's gotta burn resiliency on Dedede, and the best way to do that might be with that sledgehammer shot over and over again. If he gets one more shot, he might have a signature and a finisher, and he does. Dedede stands up though, and a big body shot. He kicks right back up, kicks him in the gut, and this time he does hit that brain buster to the outside. Joint deduction right to the skull, 1, 2, and that's resiliency from Dedede. Once again, the world exists where Herlock Sholmes beats Dedede. He's going after the flippers. He knows that final flipper. He dodged it. He narrowly dodged it the last time. If he can weaken it now, he might be able to survive one more shot. And he's going after the fins too. The fins, the flippers. He is going for every shot that he can. Neck breaker. On the outside, at this point, you got to imagine it could be any shot that puts Dedede away. He does have a signature ready, but he took a second to... taunt, but it was, he survived, and he actually stunned Dedede. But Dedede, while he was stunned, got out of it. How'd he do it? Dedede was stunned, and he got out of the signature of Herlock Sholmes. I don't know how he did it, and instead sat down on him, and oh my gosh, 500 pounds. He just stepped on his chest. Oh no! I don't know if Herlock can breathe anymore. 1, 2, that's it. Call an ambulance. What? 500 pounds of penguin just stood on that man for a second or two, and Herlock kicked out. I don't know how he's still fighting. He might not be fighting for long though. Another couple elbows right to the chest. And he could be thinking about putting him away, sends him into the steps, rolls him up. He's been targeting that chest and those ribs all match too, and that is the end of this fight. Hey, to say that Herlock Sholmes put up a fight is an understatement. I'd say 90% of the roster backstage, if Dedede stood on their chest, they might not survive. Herlock survived and kicked out. He didn't have enough to beat Dedede tonight, but I'll tell you what, he sure enough put on a show and impressed the lot of us. What a match to actually kick us off on our show, an actual match. As the stars come back. Y'all, I don't know what to tell you. Dedede, he was tough tonight. That being said, we got ourselves 4 more gentlemen who are looking to be just as tough tonight. It is 4 of our competitors in a single pinfall match, fatal 4-way. Not what you will see at Ticket to Paradise. It will be Elimination Chamber at Ticket to Paradise. Today we all start at the same time. And only one will be victorious. And come next week, we'll know who our 5th is. And the week after that, one last match to find out the 6th when we hit final odds, our final chance match. But for right now, it's Gin, Golden, Von Lycaon, and Freddy. Fatal 4-way as the stars go. Black. So let's talk about all 4 of these competitors. Starting with the AWE OC champion. You gotta imagine if he weren't focused on his match right now, he would have been backstage. He probably would have been helping Tartaros out. But unfortunately, he was queued up back here, getting ready. Couldn't make it in time before all of them took each other out. He's gotta focus on what's going on tonight. He is 1 step away from being both OC champion and from being Mr. Golden Ticket. He could put the golden in Golden Ticket this May 3rd. Will he? We'll see. I'm excited to find out. The best of luck to Golden tonight. He gets to be a little familiar with his opponents. I will say, I think only 2 of these opponents have ever been in the ring together. I think Gin and Freddy have been in the ring together. The others have not ever been in the ring together in any combination. Tonight they all will be, and at Ticket to Paradise, they'll all be in one chamber with an additional 2. Who will those 2 be? We'll find out in the coming weeks. But we are, I'm sorry, Ticket to Paradise is 2 weeks from Friday. So get excited. Ooh, the stare back. Golden. Always ready to put on the show. That's the OC champion. Wants to bring Gloria back to the OC men's division. And I'll be real. Over the last couple of weeks, I'd say he already has. We know that Golden is a survivor, but here, he doesn't have to survive. He doesn't have to be pinned to lose this match. Against newcomer Von Lycaon. Von Lycaon had, admittedly, a very intense Golden Ticket qualifier. It was 3 gentlemen new to the AWE, 1 who's got the open challenge, 1 who is Arvin's dad, and himself. It came down to Arvin's dad, who was starting to go crazy. We thought it was a surefire thing, but Von Lycaon was able to work his way back in that fight, hit 1 fantastic rocket boot right to the head of the dad of Arvin. Arvin's father, the professor, was down and out, but right after that, I'll tell you what, Von Lycaon was down and out as well. He had to crawl into the victory. He had to crawl into the pinfall with his last breath. We'll see if he's learned anything from that exchange, because tonight it is fatal 4-way action. Von Lycaon, what did he just, what did he spit out of his mouth? He like caught it and threw it behind his back. Was it a dime? Was it a tooth? I don't know what's going on. But I'll tell you what, while Von Lycaon is new, we have someone who's very experienced, former Tag Team Champion, former Rumble winner, and looking to be the next Mr. Golden Ticket. Trained by Uncle Iroh, who has a championship match at Ticket to Paradise. There's a world where we could see Gin versus Iroh down the line for the title. Will it happen? I'm not sure. First of all, Gin would have to win Golden Ticket, which is no easy feat, and Uncle Iroh would have to beat Cassius Bright, which is also no easy feat. A lot of people looking forward to that Cassius Bright versus Uncle Iroh match, and we'll see how the Golden Ticket holds up tonight as well. Gin, the best of luck to you. Going toe-to-toe for the first time with Von Lycaon and the first time with Golden, but not the first time with the master of the Glam Slam. Out next, it is
From the internet, weighing in at 500 pounds,
Glamrock Freddy. Through the smoke from the Pizzaplex. Glamrock Freddy is here. Rock on, boy. Rock on. Glamrock Freddy is so excited to be here. He is doing this for all of his superstars tonight. Can you imagine? Everybody's favorite good bear. Going toe-to-toe with Cassius Bright, going toe-to-toe with Eggman. Keep in mind, Gin doesn't have to cash in on Iroh if he wins. He could cash in on Eggman, and there's a world where both Gin and Uncle Iroh are both champions. And it could happen as soon as the end of Ticket to Paradise. Admittedly, that could be the case. Regardless, the best of luck to the one and only Freddy Fazbear. The best of luck to everybody in the ring. We're getting a little preview of Golden Ticket tonight. Next week, we'll have another little preview of Golden Ticket. We'll have the ladies do exactly the same thing, except they will have a fatal 5-way match as this night begins. Trying to drag him over to the ropes. Cutter on the Gin to start this thing off. Knee strike over. I just realized there's a wolf and a bear fighting on one side of the thing. We have a cat dog, and then there's Golden. There's a lot of fur in this match. As, oh my gosh, from behind, a stomp to the ground. Von Lycaon surprisingly going crazy in this matchup. Big kicks. Wailing away at Freddy. Shot to the jaw. And double knees. No, not as, it was going to be a single knee actually, but instead, Gin looking at Golden saying, that's fine, I can take you out. I can be the one to pin you. Elbow right to the heart. Don't underestimate Gin. He's got the cat's claw. He's got the cat's cradle as a submission. He's got so much that he can do to wear you down. Especially in a long, grueling fight like the Golden Ticket. Magic Ticket to Paradise dropping Freddy right on his dome. And a knee strike right to the throat, the animatronic throat of Freddy. Let's see how this thing plays out. Freddy trying to drag Golden to the ropes, gets him there. What has he got planned though? Oh, whatever he had planned, it was interrupted, and Golden uses that moment of disorientation to drag Freddy to the corner, goes outside of the ring, maybe thinking about getting a weapon. Right now, Von Lycaon and Gin are going toe-to-toe. And again, oh my gosh! Throws the baseball bat, oh, and then drops Gin on his head too! And you gotta imagine, we've got great healers, but there's a world where people could end up injured going in a Ticket to Paradise. As another shot, but hold on, I'll tell you what, Glamrock Freddy just kind of walked himself through that shot. He said, nah, that ain't gonna be it. That's not gonna work for me, brother. Super kick to the back of Golden's head. Right on the leg there. Again, slammed down, armbar locked in, but broken up quickly by Von Lycaon, and instead Von Lycaon taken down by Freddy. And look at this, Gin wailing away on Golden. Lifted up, but oh, reversal by Gin, and oh, Von Lycaon goes flying, as does Golden. This match is starting to become a little bit of carnage. Off the ropes, no! Gin stops him right there and drags him to the other side of the ring, puts him on the ropes, tries to hit a move, but now has to fend himself off, and almost does it, but look at that, a shot to the head. Now Freddy has to focus on Von Lycaon. Both are about to have to focus on Golden, who's got a kendo stick in his hands, and it goes right into the face and the chest of Glamrock Freddy. Trying to go for the pinfall early, no resiliency, trying to win this thing quick. One, but you gotta remember, it is one pinfall wins. Ooh, missed that shot. Dragging Gin, but oh my gosh! The kendo stick cracks over. And a big German suplex. And a clothesline by Von Lycaon. Then focuses right back in on Freddy. Trying to drag Freddy to the ropes. Freddy able to get an elbow up. Gin now going after Golden, stomps to the face. The two big men in this match so far. Freddy dropping Von Lycaon, but out of nowhere with the speed comes Gin. Gin the only one standing inside the ring right now. Remember, pinfalls only happen in the ring in a fatal four-way match like this. Shot right to the chest. Oh my gosh, went for a crossbody. Didn't hit Von Lycaon, but instead landed right onto Gin. Von Lycaon tossed outside of the ring. But oh my goodness! Golden walking right into that combination by Freddy, and he might be getting set up for the worst. Golden meets Glam Slam. Oh my gosh! Did you see his chin catch the ropes? 1, 2. Golden has to burn resiliency in this match. The other two lost focus, and right now inside of the ring, there's a world where Freddy could have just won this thing, but instead... Oh wait, Freddy is not going outside the ring. Oh gosh, Von Lycaon's taking it to get on the outside. Freddy, big crossbody, but look who powered through! It's Golden! Lifts him up on the shoulders, and did he turn it into... Oh, that move that we know so well! 1, 2... Freddy did not have resiliency. He kicked out. I think, admittedly, Gin was there to help too in that knee strike. Von Lycaon might be here to pick up the pieces. But I'll tell you what a transition from Golden. That's why we call him the best in the OC division. Neckbreaker connects. You have to imagine how much Freddy must weigh, being essentially all made of steel, bolts, pins, and gears. Gin trying to use momentum to get him up, able to do so, learned that from Uncle Iroh. But what is he thinking here? What is Gin thinking here? Is he a... That's what we're talking about. Locked in deep. Cat's cradle. Is Freddy gonna have to burn resiliency? Does Freddy even breathe? Oh, took too long, and there was Von Lycaon, and he's trying to steal the pin right afterwards. Y'all, I'll be real, I'm surprised they didn't break it up immediately. I'm shocked, but Freddy has burned resiliency because of it. On the ropes. Ooh, Gin's busted open. I was gonna say Golden falls right into the pinfall, but Von Lycaon did break up the fin like a sensible competitor. Couple shots right to the gut, but I'll tell you what. Gin's hurting, and he's taking it to Von Lycaon right now. Trying to take it to Golden. Golden sweeps the leg, drop toe hold, and a shot to the back of the head. Lifts Gin right back up, and Freddy with the steps into the face of Von Lycaon, and a clothesline, sliding clothesline by Golden. And Gin now stunned in the ring. And Freddy not going to help. Gin kicked out without resiliency. I thought that was gonna be the third resiliency burn in this fight, but that ain't it. That was not it. That's crazy. Oh, wait, I'm sorry, what? Fireball connects, and the knee strike from Golden as well. Whips through into the neck breaker. And I'll tell you what, Golden, you might want to step out of the way. He's done. Rocket boot connects. And Golden breaks it up. Oh my gosh, I want you to also point out, Von Lycaon does not have resiliency right now. He might have it after this shot to the back. No, he doesn't. Von Lycaon, I think, realizing that, tried to drop out of the ring, but everybody's up to break it up. What a fatal four-way match this is slowly becoming. Going with that knee to the throat. Oh, but oh my gosh, Gin catches him before he gets up with that blockbuster. The moves, the combination between these four have been special, and I think they've proven that they're gonna put on a show at Ticket to Paradise. Up, and a kick right to the jaw, and a big cross body by Glamrock Freddy. Oh, look over there. Gin locked into a submission hold, but look at this, roll through and a super kick, and the cat's claw connects. Golden picked the wrong time, he's not paying attention. 1, 2, Gin steals it! And because Golden got it at the wrong time, Von Lycaon also was down, didn't pay attention, boots Golden in the face. Gin takes this as his opportunity, and because of it, we could be seeing this in a couple weeks' time at Ticket to Paradise. We could see Gin's Golden moment. Y'all, we're gonna have potentially a banger of a golden ticket match. Congratulations again tonight. He goes on, he has momentum going into this, not this, into Ticket to Paradise. We'll see if he can hold on to that, because, you know, we got a couple weeks. Who knows what might happen? Who knows what else might unfold in the next, I guess, really 4 installments of things that could happen. We got 2 rebellions, we got a Inferno and a Fracture. Let's see how it all plays out. We will continue right now, shouldn't we? We will do that. That's a thing that we will do. Yeah, let's go ahead. Let's get. Come on, let's go. Now, after an insane no holds barred match between Yuri and Clover, their associates are going at it too, and also, I was gonna say also, I heard a ding, which is interesting, because I think all of the things are muted now. Yo, I've been working hard to figure out where this ding is coming from. I'll check the Miu source real quick. Is it still on for me? No. I have no idea where it's coming from then. There's some browser source for OBS that's making that ding. I'll figure it out one of these days, but as I was saying, their associates go at it 1v1 right now as the stars go. Black. And of course, Yuri and Clover are banned from ringside as well. And out first, it is Miss Miu Iruma.
The following contest is scheduled for one fall. Making her way to the ring, representing
one of the greatest haters of all time.
From Japan,
but at the very least, recently has not been able to get the job done. Will Miu be able to put away Crazy Hiyoko Extra Large? Last time Crazy Hiyoko Extra Large was in the ring, was able to pin Clover. Wants to show her what for and prove that it was just one lucky shot that she got on her tag team partner. Miu, let's see if she's able to do it. I will say, the last time we saw Miu, I think she got speared out of her boots by Rinka, who is... That's Rinka. I mean, what can I say? It takes the best to be Rinka. We've seen that well and good at this point. Miu, the best of luck to you. Actually, no. I'll be biased. Not the best of luck to you, Miu. You have sucked for the last year in terms of just being a trash human being. 100%. 1,000,000%. That being said, you have to keep in mind that these two, same song, they are both members of the Entourage. I'm not sure how much of a member of the Entourage Miu is right now, but I'm sure Crazy Oak Martial Arts is glad to be back with the Entourage. But now these two are going toe to toe. I would really like to wonder and see exactly what Kazuichi thinks about these two feuding. That's an interesting dilemma. One day, who knows? Maybe he'll he'll talk things out with them. Maybe he'll get the gang back together. Unsure if he will, but here she comes. Your girl, she's dancing. Don't blame it on her. 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 I don't think they're gonna actually. Oh, we might make it to the chorus. Don't blame it on the sunshine. Don't blame it on the moonlight. Don't blame it on the good times. Blame it on the boogie. Look at the height differential. She's extra large for a reason, but right now she's getting battered early on in this match by Miu. Able to roll her off. Miu plucking the leg early. Oh, early on in this match, Miu already looking to embarrass her former friend and her former alliance member, but look at this. XL not happy about that. It may have riled her up. Miu gets turned around and kick right to the back. A stomp to the chest. And a kick right to the chest as well. Hold on a minute. Reversal by Miu. XL tossed over the top rope. And you just waiting there, just waiting for a count saying, yeah, that'll be enough. I don't know about that. Oh, what are you doing here? Probably telling the referee to count faster. He said that should have been at least 5, but it was just 2. Miu. Maybe using that as a distraction, saying, oh, she's arguing with the ref, I can get her. But Miu, she's a wily one. You let Miu get her way in a match and you will be going down. We saw the great ambulance match between her and LA Knight, yeah, back at Brawloween as a, oh no! Miu may be one of the filthiest, most unbecoming players in the game. She'll do what it takes to get the job done, but I'll tell you what, she didn't get the job done there. Maybe forgot how tall XL was not able to land that move, and now XL has her up on the shoulders, dropping Miu onto the ropes. Stomp onto the legs. XL trying to mount a comeback. Miu keeps right back up. Tosses XL into the ropes. Has her up and around and slams her down. Up again. Boot right to the jaw. XL kips up immediately. Miu able to get behind her. Reverse DDT. Stomp onto the face to turn XL around. But XL again reversing Miu. It's been a long chain of reversals between these two. And are we going to see another one? We are, as Miu rolls out of the way. XL tossed into the corner. Miu running. Clothesline. Elbow. Punch. XL groggy. And stunned after that combination. Miu now in full control. Look at this. And you gotta believe Miu's ready, willing, and able to use that signature. Oh, wait a minute. Calling for XL to get up. She goes flying through the ropes. At XL, XL is in trouble, is in danger. But reversal from XL. Tossing Miu towards the steps. but instead walks in and jumps in saying, let's take this back to the ring. She's actually begging her to get back into the ring, and Miu, like we've seen her do before, taking her sweet time. And now XL may be trying to bait her out, but it didn't work out at all. I'm not sure what her strategy was there. As a headbutt connects. Miu toying with XL. Oh, but a reversal of the signature. Runs, tried to run through Miu, sends her to the outside onto the barricade. Lifting her up, neck breaker connects on the outside. And a big boot, and now they're back in the ring. And another shot. XL is starting to come alive in this brawl. But Miu takes things right back outside. As we saw, she loves to take her time out here. And it looks like, is she walking away? Walking away from this fight. Oh no! Again, another attempt to get into the head of XL. And I'll tell you what, it's working. It's working at this point. Now has her back out here at a count of 6, and Miu's trying to win this thing by count out. Spanks the cheek saying, it's over, girl. Oh, but she's back up. Back up at 8, but it may have been her plan all along. No, I don't think that was a part of her plan. Getting kicked right in the jaw. She doesn't have resiliency. 1, 2. Oh, 2.5. Oh, yo, I thought for a second, it wasn't 2.5, that was really like 2.9. I thought it was all over. I thought it was curtains for XL and another kick to the head. Stomp to the chest. With one kick, XL has turned this whole thing around, but I'll tell you what, Miu still has resiliency. She still has that on extra large. But XL looking to burn it with a big splash. An XL splash wait a minute. Is she calling for Miu to get up? I thought she was about to go dive. She is going diving. Oh my gosh, she's still splashing. This is all turned around in a matter of moments. Miu on the shoulders. Dropping XL onto the apron. But Miu gets the legs up saying, I can still win this thing by count out. I can still get you up, hit you with my finisher, and watch as you're forced to take a count-out loss, lifting XL right back up, and that may be what she's thinking about. Oh, no, hold on. Count of 4, she's taking her time, potentially before she does it, right to the arm. And XL's about to be stunned, saves herself, gets out of the way of that headbutt. We're at a count of 6. We're at a count of 6. Oh my gosh, wait, we're at a count of 6. XL might be trying to, oh my gosh, double stomp to the back. Did you see that? She said, not today, and laughs at her.
Here is your winner, Crazy XL.
For a while, I was like, oh, XL's about to get washed here. But all of the going in and out of the ring, at the very end, she's the one who played Miu like a fool. Miu's head collided with the outside after that missed headbutt, and she was not the same for the count of 10. Oh my gosh. Goodness gracious, you could see it too. Miu was thinking, I'm gonna embarrass her and win this thing by count out. Instead, XL was the one, oh, cherry's cleared, good for her. XL was the one who turned everything around. Congratulations to her as the stars go. Black, congratulations, I'm shocked. I'm shocked and laughing at Miu at the end. Oh, that's not good. She's not going like that. She's not going like that. That being said, Burnice is in action tonight against Merrin, one-on-one. These two are about to have a good old match. Burnice had a very dominant win recently against Sayaka Mizuno, but I'll tell you what, these are the two people who took the pins in their respective tag team matches. So let's see how this plays out tonight as the stars go. Oops. There we go, as the stars go. Black. And here comes Merrin. Burnice being out here already kind of worries me. What is going on here? This is Merrin. Is Merrin saying no? What? Is it Panette? Burnice looks just as confused. So does the referee, not gonna lie. Yeah, Panette's the one getting in the ring. It's supposed to be Merrin versus Burnice. Hold on a minute. Racket Solomon looks like playing mind games with the Flame Tribe. It's these two going one-on-one. I guess, and it starts right now. Both missing wildly a dropkick and a spear to start this thing off. But Panette gets the early advantage, goes for a quick combo on Burnice, turns her around, and sends her flying neck first to the ground. Like we said just a moment ago, I was expecting Merrin. I think all of us were expecting Merrin. Just now as she stomps on that arm and goes for a quick pinfall saying, we confused you, let's get a quick pin. Not the case. Racket of Psalms shenanigans in this new reign, in their third reign as tag team champions, tossing Burnice over the top rope. Burnice confused. Hutao not even out here to help. I'm not sure if you wanna make enemies of the Racket of Psalm. You saw what happened with Chie when that happened. She was out for nearly a month after that happened. Reversal. Panette staying firmly in control of this one, dragging Burnice back into the ring. Count of 4. Merrin on the apron, it looks like. I don't know if she even needs to do that. Right now it's been all Panette in terms of this brawler dropkick. Wait, hold on, she didn't fall. But a reversal there sends her back over the top rope. Oh, she didn't just get on the apron, she removed the turnbuckle. It is full Racket of Psalm shenanigans out here. Burnice looking worse for wear. She was not ready to go one-on-one with the brawler. She was ready to go one-on-one with the striker, the kicker. Stop to the ankles. Another stomp to the ankle. As right now, Burnice finally getting a little bit of offense on it at count of 5. Big kick. Trying to rock Panette. There's a world where she suddenly wins this by count out. Hold on a minute. Wait a second. Senton, wait a second. Is she going to play mind games the Racket of Psalm? Merrin got in the way, but Panette makes it in just in the nick of time. And I think that might have rattled Panette. What is this? What is the story work these two are doing? Atomic drop. Super kick into the corner. Reversal. Oh, sweeping through. But look at that distraction by Merrin. Reversal by Burnice. Both of them in the ring now. As she's stepping in. And I think Merrin might have just gotten in the way incidentally again. Shot right to the jaw, Panette. Wrenching that arm. Lifting Panette even up higher. This could be disastrous for the tag team champion, but she gets the foot up. And she's got that, ooh, I was gonna say she's got that signature on lock. Punches her right in the jaw. And Burnice looking to take Panette on a ride back first into the apron. This match was all Panette early on, but that one moment of mind games instead by Burnice, baiting out the 10 count, saying, I'm gonna get them like this. A 10 count, admittedly, a win is a win. Could she have done it? Ooh, flying punch. But you don't want to let Panette get these combination steps out of the way of that kick. And instead tries to combo her own. Instead, Burnice is in danger, up and down. And a stomp to the ankle. Both of them signatures on lock now. Burnice kips up, but might have kipped right back up. Almost kipped up into that concussion clause. Merrin removed the turnbuckle, and Panette just paid for it. She went throat first into that exposed steel ring. begging Panette to get up, and again tossing her into that turnbuckle. This has been Racket Assault trying to use their old shenanigans. Oh, but this time Burnice is the one who pays. Y'all, this match has been kind of crazy, and not for the reasons that I thought it would be. Oh my gosh. One more time, has her up on the shoulders, drags her over to the ropes, drops her neck first, and goes for the pinfall, but the referee's distracted with the turnbuckle. Distracted with the turnbuckle. Oh, sitting down on Panette. Waits for her to get up. Trying to bide some time, waiting for the referee to come back to his senses, and reverses the concussion clause. Drags her over to the corner. You don't think? Throat first. Burning hammer. 1, 2. Panette burns resiliency. If you told me that this was... Oops, somebody's falling. Oh, my lucky cat, I can't have that. If you told me this is how this match was gonna go, after the start of this, tried to go for that senton, missed wildly, and now Panette has an opportunity to come back. Whip and elbow drop to the throat. Burnice kips right back up, saying, I need to get up before you do. Knees first to the temple. Both temples at the same time. Oh my gosh, wait a minute. Hands first into the throat, and she might be out cold. No, she's not out cold, but she's going back up to the top rope. What is she thinking here? Again, trying to go for that swanton. But again, gets a reversal. And now they're trading blows. These two, one half of the teams that will go toe-to-toe at Ticket to Paradise for 30 whole minutes. Big chop. And another big hit. And another big chop. Panette with the reversal, and you do not, as I said, you don't want to go toe-to-toe in a bare-knuckle brawl with Panette because you will now win this thing. You're begging for her to do another one? She baited her in, and a big chop. Panette said, hey, you do it this time, and they said, hey, we're going to hit each other. This is crazy. This is awesome. But Burnice is the one who's stunned, and she may be paying in a second, as she's getting dragged over to the corner. And a shot to the gut. And we've seen her do this before. That dragon sleeper from the second rope. She might be setting up to do it on the ground too. She said, if you like the taste of that, how do you like it right now? Dragon sleeper locked in deep. And resiliency is burned, able to get out of it. But I want you to point out Panette, ooh, went for that dropkick to the back. Trying to lift Burnice up. Going after that arm again. She has the concussion clause ready. If she hits that move, it's over for Burnice. And it looks like she has done it. Directly into the pin, concussion clause for 1, for 2, and that's all she wrote in this fight. Burnice had a fantastic comeback, but the mind games from the Racket of Psalm were too much. The numbers advantage won tonight. And you have to imagine what Burnice is thinking after this. Hu Tao, who decided, hey, I'm not going to come out. You can handle Merrin alone, has to be furious. The Racket of Psalm up to their old tricks. As the champions, I don't know what to tell you about this. I don't know what to say about this. We'll see what happens. What do you mean Merrin and Panette are now allies? They've been allies forever, game. They're day ones. I don't know what they're talking about. That being said, that was a fun match, but that leads us to what could be an even more fun main event. It is Hope versus the true nature of all things. 1-on-1. Y'all, it's been a good night of action, not for nothing. We've seen some incredible combinations. We saw a brawl tonight. We've saw, honestly, Panette versus Burnice, which wasn't even on the card, but kicked butt, not for nothing. And now we're about to see the main event, Cassius Bright versus Makoto, as the stars go. Black. And out first, it is a Mr. Naegi. Naegi will officially go one-on-one with Eggman at Ticket to Paradise. Using the item that started all of this, it will officially be a ladder match. Makoto, all he's got to do, he doesn't have to pin Eggman, he's already done that before. He's got to climb a ladder and yank that thing down. It was Eggman's idea because Eggman said, you know how I first won this title? Climbing a ladder and yanking it down. And that's how he's gonna retain it at Ticket to Paradise. His words to me. His words to our general managers. As Makoto twerks a little bit. Words that I didn't think I would ever say, and honestly, regret ever saying. However, it is with, honestly, excitement in my voice that I get to see these two go toe-to-toe. Makoto, who's proven himself lately, has went toe-to-toe with two former kings and gotten the pinfall. He now goes toe-to-toe with a man who is very infrequently pinned. He sees the true nature of all things. The master of Void and Helix. And a great dad.
And his opponent, representing
Cassius
from another time,
Bright.
weighing in at 228 pounds, the All-Star Pro Wrestling World
Cassius's fate
Champion
is also determined. It's Cassius Bright versus Uncle Iroh one-on-one at Ticket to Paradise. Two of the best, two of the honestly most wholesome, greatest father figure individuals in the AWE. It might be nearing Mother's Day, but these two fathers will exhibit their best on May 3rd. Pointing out, in fact, I think that's a week before Mother's Day, if I'm not mistaken. I think Mother's Day is that next Sunday. So I think it's 8 days before Mother's Day that these two great dads will go toe-to-toe. Ladies and gentlemen, Cassius Bright versus Makoto. Let's see this thing play out. Makoto getting dragged over to the corner. All-Star champion Cassius Bright. Starting things off with a little, ooh! Makoto already rocked by Cassius Bright. Cassius and Makoto were on the opposing ends of the ring just this past Friday. Tonight they are again, except this time in 1v1 action. At next week's Rebellion, we will see Uncle Iroh go toe-to-toe with Dr. Robotnik. Oh my gosh. Yanking that neck. And whipping back. Now we're seeing Makoto trying to mount a comeback on Cassius Bright. Great technical wrestling from the both of them at the early onset of this match. Trying to control Cassius, but once again, Cassius able to get out of that hold. Throwing Makoto against the ropes. Goes under. Goes over. The thing that Cassius has on Makoto is power in this fight. I think there's a world where, admittedly, Makoto probably is a little bit faster than Cassius Bright. He's got youth on his side, and he's got flexibility, a little bit more flexibility than Cassius Bright. That being said, Cassius' ring IQ is a leagues beyond Makoto Naegi, but something Makoto always has is hope as he goes flying into Cassius Bright. Puts his body on the line weeks before Ticket to Paradise as a kick lands onto Cassius. 1 kick, 2 kick, red kick, blue kick. And a big chop. A couple more heavy hits and a shot to the back. Knee to the gut. And turned around. Flopping all over the place. Tried to go for a senton, it looked like. Instead, they both went for moves. And again, Cassius, he's older, much older than Makoto Naegi. We're at a count of 5. Wait a minute. We're at count of 6. And Cassius is almost stunned. Are we about to see Cassius lose this thing by countout? Count of 7. Count of 8. Cassius standing back up. Count of 9, he's on 1 knee, and... okay, he would have made it back, and I think Makoto realized that and ran out to try and stop him, and instead Cassius saying, "You made a mistake, boy." The double attitude adjustment that he calls the true nature of all things. Count of 3. We almost saw Cassius Bright lose this thing by countout. Makoto's gonna have to make his way back into the ring. Cassius waiting for him, saying, "Get in here, Mr. Hope. I haven't seen nothing yet." Clothesline. Wait. Clothesline again. Ducks that clothesline. Makoto's starting to come back, falling into that drop kick. The same combination is what we saw him use to defeat Eggman. Nasty move, rolls him up, and that is one. Cassius, oh my gosh, never mind. I was gonna say Cassius doesn't have resiliency. Oh no, Cassius once again just too good. Makoto trying his best, trying to flail his way into a victory here. But admittedly, beating Eggman, ooh, turned him inside out with that clothesline. Beating Eggman, it's a feat. It is. I'll give it to him. However, going up against Cassius Bright, it's a whole different story as he goes Phoenix Splash and gets every drop of it. That's 1. That's 2. Makoto glazed over eyes, but still able to kick out of that. Going for an elbow. Makoto gets out of the way. He's going to need to hit a big move here. Whips the neck back. Pulls through and a drop kick right to the throat, but Cassius kicks right back up. Kick to the gut. Up, over. Oh my gosh, Cassius Bright. Every time he's in the ring, he does something different. He does something special to make you remember why he is the All-Star champion. Up and over. No, reversal. Reversal from Makoto. If he can hit that Dongon Rana that he calls Hope's Peak. Twist him over. He's going top rope. He might be thinking about it. I think he is thinking about it. He is calling for it. Dongon Rana into the pinfall. 1, 2. Oh my gosh, 2.9 and no resiliency. The audience chanting, "We're not worthy," and boy, they might be right. Makoto still trying to pull off a miracle, saying, "Cassius, you will fall." Outside the ring, Makoto giving it his all. Tried to go for an elbow drop to the heart of Cassius Bright, as Cassius sends Makoto into the steps. Y'all, I said we were gonna have a special main event here. I said we might witness something special, but honestly, this whole night has been something a little bit special. Has Makoto up, but able to get a punch right to that of Cassius Bright. Kick to the jaw. Plucks the leg, and tries to snap the knee of Cassius. Count of 5. Still stomping on Cassius. Cassius able to get out of the way. Count of 6. Cassius trying to drag Makoto into the ring. Throws him in, knows he doesn't want to finish this by countout, like how he beat Eggman that one time, couldn't get Eggman back into the ring. Plucks Makoto out, and 1 for the money, and 2 for the true nature of all things. Void and Helix connects. But Makoto sneaks a pinfall. Is he gonna sneak one on Cassius Bright? 2. He didn't have resiliency, y'all. He didn't have resiliency. I don't know how Makoto did that. Cassius jumps out in a rare misstep. Makoto baited him and says, I'm gonna hit an outside dive of my own. What a fight Makoto Naegi is giving to Cassius Bright. Stomp to the shoulder. Kick to the gut. Stomp to the midsection. Kick to the gut. Stomp to the midsection. Kick to the gut. Stomp to the midsection, but Cassius says, one time too many. Lifts him right back up. Cassius tosses him over towards the entryway. Went for an elbow drop. We're at a count of 5. Up and wheelbarrow face buster. Count of 6. Makoto more than willing to win this thing by count out. 7, starting to see Cassius stirring. Count of 8. Oh my gosh, Makoto was like, I can do this, but may have been his own undoing. Cassius stalks and waits, lifts him right back up, shot to the head. And after the double void and helix, true nature of all things, the Phoenix Splash, that's enough to put Makoto Naegi. Eggman hitting both of them. Eggman may be still incensed about Cassius Bright. Not even pinning him, winning that one match by countout after a great main event that those two just put on. The rivalries grow, admittedly. Cheap shot to his challenger Makoto and cheap shot to Cassius Bright, who is still one of the greatest of all time. And once again, Makoto proved he got what it takes. He got that jam. He got that sauce. But we will continue that. There it is again. I have no idea what it could be. All of the sources are muted, so I have no idea. It's some sort of something on this OBS browser. Regardless, I'll figure that out post this. Let's go through what was honestly a very fun edition of Rebellion. Our main event, Fuego. You put Cassius Bright in the main event, you know it's gonna bang. You know it's gonna bang. you know it's gonna bang. Burnice versus what should have been Merrin actually turned out to be Panette. The mind games early on gave Panette a strong advantage, but Burnice, using mind games against them as well, fought her way back. But it all ended with that Wyvern Sleeper, and the mind games and the numbers advantage were enough to pick up the victory against the Royal Rumble winner. Miu had XL's number, but XL was able to turn things around and kick to the head. Figured maybe I won't be able to get the pin on Miu. Miu was ready to embarrass XL outside of the ring and win by countout, but instead XL turned things around, hit a couple big moves, double shot to the back, rolled back into the ring and laughed at Miu, and I gotta imagine that's not gonna go over well. And what was, y'all, Ticket to Paradise, these golden ticket matches might bang. These four, they banged. Dedede took it to Herlock Sholmes. But I'll tell you what, Herlock Sholmes proved to be a survivor after all the onslaught that he took from Dedede. And lastly, a brawl. A brawl that cut the intro short. What an incredible Rebellion we just had. So bring me back real quick. Actually, don't bring me back. Let's check our news. There's literally just one piece of news, and it is Merrin backed out of her non-title match against Burnice and enlisted Panette to take her place. Whether it's an act of cowardice or an elaborate mind game, after the match that we saw, I'm pretty sure it's the latter by the Racket of Psalm. Tonight we'll put this superstar a step ahead in their rivalry, and I think it does. How will the Flame Tribe respond? We'll find out. I'm excited to find out, not for nothing. So, without further ado, I mean, we don't really need to check the power rankings. They're not going to change. Gin, however, is number 2. And after that big win, he probably deserves to be What a fave 5 here, Uncle Iroh 6. Very good, very strong. That being said, bring me back. This is the end of our show tonight. You can just stars me back. This is this is one of my favorite rebellions, not for nothing. This is a fun night of fights. We get to our Rebellion year anniversary, which is admittedly coming soon. You have to remember, when we do Rebellion's year anniversary, we're gonna have nearly 50 Rebellions. Because we've been going strong with Rebellion every week outside of, like, after, what, the 4... I think we're missing, like, 9 weeks of Rebellion. And we have one extra one, and we'll have another extra one, I believe. May has 5 Fridays, if I'm not mistaken. Don't quote me on that, but I think that's correct. That being said, bring me back. I am back. I just wanted to wait for the song to restart. But most notably, I'm checking my phone. I try not to check my phone when I'm recording, but I do need to communicate with our general managers. They have discussed with Tartaros, and he's sick of the both of them. He said they're ending this, and they're gonna end it at Ticket to Paradise. It is Mondo, Kyutaro, and Tartaros in a Fight Forever Championship match. They're ending this little trio situation that they have. And Tartaros is putting the belt on the line. He knows that they don't want him, they want that championship. So when they fail to win that championship, they got no one to blame but themselves. What kind of match will it be? Who knows? It's Fight Forever rules. That is official. We now know as well that Makoto Naegi versus Eggman will be a ladder match. Ticket to Paradise is starting to shape up, and we will hear, after a week of rest from Cherry this Friday. Luckily, Miku and company were banned from the building this past Friday. They were banned from the building tonight. I feel like we have to unban them in the event that they need to respond to Cherry. So we'll see what happens when the stars go black this coming Friday. We got a whole bunch of things. We'll have 1v1s to see who will be filling your voted spots at Ticket to Paradise. We will have, I think we're gonna have our last chance, our first of the last chances, if not both of the last chances, this Friday as well. Let me check the calendar real quick. Yeah, both of the last chance matches are tonight, so we got that and that. We got both of the last chance matches, so we'll know the actual card for Ticket to Paradise, for the golden ticket matches this Friday. Oh my. Oh me, oh my. Oh my, oh me, oh my. And then there's Rinka. I don't know, it's gonna be a good show. That's all I can really say. Tune in this Friday to Inferno. And wait, hold on. Inferno? No, Fracture. Yes, tune in this Friday to Fracture. I'm getting my weeks all messed up. I'm still Loopy from the Chicago Toodaloo Flight Crew. Until next time, I'm United States Savior. Sunday be taking off. Thank you for watching.